Alright, it's time for a Viego game. I will be playing against the Jax here, which is not too good for me, honestly. Like, that's kind of a pain in the ass. His dodge mechanic against me is definitely not ideal. I'll be starting on blue, clearing towards top lane here. I think I'm gonna go for some early action there on that Nasus. Pre-6, kill him, give Akali a lead, maybe she can snowball. Something like that. We'll see for the rest. Viego, this patch did get like... I mean, it's an interesting change. It's like Kraken Slayer is like his staple item, right? And obviously Viego favors crit because he scales off of crit rate as like a damage source. So them removing the crit rate from Viego from the Kraken Slayer is not ideal. However, they gave it movement speed instead, and 7% movement speed as a jungler is quite good, like really good. Obviously as well, the damage from the passive from it does like execute damage now as well, so that's good as well. So it actually ended up being a buff to Viego jungle overall because of the addition of the added movement speed value. So it does slightly less upfront damage, but it does more execute damage now based on the effect. So kind of, you know, I think overall a buff because of the movement speed situation for Viego, and just as a jungler movement speed situation in general. And so there is that. So I would still go Kraken Slayer first in like 80% of games. You also have the other one, which is obviously Blade of the Rune King, but Blade of the Rune King is like an item I would only build if I'm facing a very tanky team. Now, this team specifically here, not that tanky. You might look at Nasus and be like, oh, he is very tanky. And, well, yes, he is. However, okay, he just casually wants to start over there. Fair play. I was not even noticing him for a little bit because I was talking, but we'll adjust. It's fine. So basically that, yeah. So Blade of the Rune King is just going to be good against tanks. If you're going to go Blade of the Rune King, you're going to go for... Conqueror. If you're gonna go Kraken Slayer, you're gonna go for the press the attack instead. So it's basically between those two. Whichever one works out better is the one you should go for, depending on the game situation. Generally speaking, I don't really count a top laner. If I'm facing like a Sejuani jungle with like a Nautilus bot lane, something like that, I will go for the Blade of the Rune King setup with Conqueror. But like if the top laner is like an Ord and the rest of their team is squishy as hell, then I don't really mind, you know. Gonna be a little bit patient, wait for them to hit 3 of that minion. Wait, not that minion? They missed some XP. And it's not great, but let's go for this guy. Pick up this thing so I don't get killed. That's fine. Just need to help him shove the wave now. Shove at the wave real quick. I'm gonna help this guy out. It's a bit of a time investment from me, but I think it's overall gonna be better because he definitely wants the back and he doesn't want to get the wave frozen in a shitty spot. Even though it is a Tristana, so freezing the wave is a lot more difficult in that regard, but, you know. I'm blind as hell. Doesn't maybe appear there. Go with this. Longswords. Basically, build-wise, you're gonna go for the recurve bow first of this. Do not get baited into buying Hardbound Axe first, please. This item value is absolutely garbage. Please do not get baited into it. You're just going to go recurve bow into this thing and then just buy longswords first. That's the way you want to build this item. If you build it going Hardbound Axe first, you're going to be extremely weak. And that is something you do not want to do. Like, that's going to hurt you a lot. And please do not do it. Basically, that's it. Just, yeah, avoid it at all costs. He is playing for like my top side and everything, playing top side of the map, which is fine. I obviously just went for his red and then saw an opportunity to gank bot lane, so I went for that instead. And now we're just going to catch the leveled up respawn camps here. Based on his pathing, I have a feeling my Raptor camp is going to be up as well right now. Viego, Zillion went mid lane. My intention here is to kind of look for this dragon if I could. That'd be kind of nice. This guy is playing like mostly top side, so I should be fine. I have an extra smite. Let's go mid here. Jenna and me are going mid, so this should be pretty nice. He just wasted that. That's beautiful. Stun him here. Press the attack proc. Block with him here. Stun him there, and then just proc to press the attack again. Go for the jacks now. Perfect. Can pick up the jacks. Auto attack reset with that. That's a bit too risky. A teleport especially. I think Viego might I think Zillion might actually go full greed mode. Yeah, he did. Perfect. As expected. It's fine. Good job. That is what we like to see. Like the way he pathed down already in the first place with that HP already told me enough information pretty much. And it might be the riskiest dragon of my existence actually. I don't know if this is actually a good move, but we'll go for it. I'm thinking this Jax is going to be topside. That's why I'm doing this. Because I think this guy just goes out of base to void grubs, is what I am assuming. Which means that I obviously just dragon, trade that out. Viego is very good at doing objectives, so... Oh, there's the Zillion. Cannot disrespect this guy. That's a dead Yasuo. I need to respect this. Like, my Jhin is not in a favorable position there for me to fight that correctly. So I don't want to go too overly aggressive. Even though, like, if I was 6, I could easily win that. Because I could reset out of my ghost form. But otherwise, I'm Yasuo there. And I cannot get rid of Yasuo. So I'm actually going to be in a worse position. If I was 6, they would both just be dead. Like, there's nothing they can do at that point. But yeah, they weren't, so... Obviously, as we knew, this guy did the Void Grubs. Which is absolutely fine. He's probably going to take my topside camps again, I would imagine. But, you know... Don't really have much of a choice here. Gonna go bot scuttle into bot gank, perhaps. That's a miss. That should be to close the distance, which is good. Just bomb the wave real quick so he gets the reset, and I'm just gonna reset myself because I have my Kraken Slayer here. Perfect. So again, build path. Recurve bow first, then this thing. Long swords into Kraken Slayer. And usually before you have to build the hardbound axe, you'll be able to have enough money. I'm again assuming Jax just took all my topside camp. So I'm just going to run down instead again. Because yeah. I can't really go check this. Seeing how he started there and it's most likely down already. So unless I'm like sure it could be up, it'd be a waste of my time. His reds should still be up. But I cannot go for it, unfortunately. And the reason I cannot go for it is because of bot lane priority difference at the moment. We are looking at, like, nothing here. Mid laner is obviously dead. So Zillion is going to be rotating around. And he just has the priority, and I can't really do anything. I'm stronger than Jax by a large margin. But I just cannot do anything about it, essentially. Also, another thing to mention, by the way, more than half the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you are enjoying the content, a subscription would be greatly appreciated. Wait, what? Really? This guy's dead. Lux is gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Okay, take those. Speed myself up. Speed myself up again. I'm just gonna zoom towards this guy's red buff real quick. I want to look for the Tristana here. There's the Jax. He's going back up, so we're just going to go for Trist dive. Jenna, start hitting the wave, please. All right, let's go. My Jhin missed the most important skill shot he has. He needed to hit that W. If he hits that W, she dies. Otherwise, she doesn't die. I need to run through turret here. 44 seconds on Void Grubs. I'm just going to reset and play topside now because I don't want him to get those for free. It just is what it is. Their team is very auto-attack based, so we're going to go steel caps. Even though they're worse right now, They are. Steel caps are still amazing into team comps like this. Obviously, all auto attack based champions essentially. So we're just gonna send that. Come grubs. I have not. This is like Emerald Elo, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned anything of that actually either. I should probably should. Oh, get the Yasuo out of the way. Come on, please pick up the... Can I get a jump out? Thank you. Whew. That was a close one. I used Yasuo's tornado there to get the execute on it, obviously. Oh, God. I mean, he still cleared my camps. I, however, might not be able to do these void grubs, though. Where is that thing going? I'm not going to chase it. It's fine. Right. Okay, this is not good. Yeah, that's a problem. This is a problem. The control art being on there, like having the vision, I just can't do it. Jax is gonna come out of base too soon, and I have no mid laner in that position. I'm actually gonna have to give him the void grubs, I think. That kind of sucks. I don't think I can defend these. Because in a 1v1, it's still a Jax. Like, he still has the dodge mechanic. I'm still not going to be well off, you know what I mean? Gonna move over here real quick. That's not good. I'm just gonna go dragon here. He's gonna get 6 void grubs, but I kind of have no choice but to give it to him, because in that position I was just too low health. And I cannot disrespect that, because I would just die and he'd get both, or he has a chance to get both. So I'd rather just transition towards the bot side and then just play for the dragon objective instead. Make sure I get those, and sadly I'm just going to have to donate him the void grubs. It is what it is. If I still had a mid laner present in mid lane, I could do something. Like, I could technically try it, because even if I'm low HP, I should still have someone there. But I also didn't have that, so I cannot do anything in that position. I just have to leave it. And that is okay. I'm just gonna ping my Lux that there's a blue to pick up. Because I don't want it to go to waste. She should just spend a little bit of time picking it up. It's gonna be useful for her. Right now we're just gonna fix our things here. So we're just gonna transition this clear all the way up the top side. And make sure I get my topside camps now. I have already done plenty. I have full-on kill participation, 100% here. So we're looking very strong. Jax is top lane. Oh, that's not good. That was a bad cue. I need to actually move right now. Not like necessarily a fan of dropping to do red, or from doing red buff there, but it's gonna help her clear the wave so she can walk away from it. There are small chances that his topside camps are here and he's doing some of them. It's very small chances. Okay, Zillion is mid lane. My topside camps are up. Okay, at this point I kind of just have to do the Rift Herald. But now I'm also a little bit afraid of doing the Rift Herald a little bit because of the mid laner just dying. And Jax rotating out of base for it. So pray for the best, I guess. This is a sketchy herald, I will admit. This is a very sketchy herald. I could easily get killed for this one. I might have to, like, if I'm getting engaged on, I'm ulting over the wall and we're leaving. Sadly, would have to donate the herald in that point, but I would just hope that's not going to be the case. I think Jax is most likely going to go for his bot side camps because they were still up, so that's why I just do these. Let's go mid here. My topside camps are still up, I realize this, but I'm going to loop around this way since he's going to expect me to be in the other position, I would imagine. Stun him here. No, I messed up. I bit. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I made a big misplay there. My team's position is awful as well. Oh, that was not good. All right, I messed up. My bad. Buy these two, because as I said, this thing is worth nothing value-wise. I'm gonna go Trinity Force second here. You can go Sundered Sky second as well, but I like Trinity Force more. It just gives more carry potential. I like it a lot more, especially with the position I'm in. I'm still ahead. I did just give 900 gold to my Jack, or to their Jacks, which I'm very unhappy about. I needed to play this better. I needed to respect the distance a bit more there. My team was not in a good position at all, and they were just in a better spot. And that cost me my life very quickly. I also still had a lot of gold, so it made it worse. Yeah. Mistakes. It's my first one this game. Kind of sad. It is what it is. Alright, just clear everything here. Make sure that I get this next dragon in a minute. I'm still keeping up on dragon control right now, which is obviously very important for me since I lost all of the void grubs to the Jacks because I couldn't do anything about it, unfortunately. These two camps are defended, so I'm gonna go for the scuttle first. Viego, Yasuo took my raptors, I believe. Move over. This doesn't matter. He's already dead. I'm okay with not getting the kill there. Like, as you saw, I'm not using my skills there because I already have 7 kills and I'm not too fussed about it.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, Akali, just shush. Literally just shush. You locked Akali into Nasus. Like, what do you want to do on top lane? You know what I mean? I need to mute this guy. He's annoying. Fair enough. That's not a problem. Alright, it's just one of those. Like, he locks Akali, and then it's just like, no, don't. Just Drake. Please. Why is Lux top lane as well? That's disgusting behavior. This just needs to be an objective. People just need to be here. It's very simple. I only have a 900 smite. He has a 1200 smite. That's very scary. That's a kill, right? It is. Okay, it should be. Is it not? Really? Jin. Oh, thank you. Whoa! Thank you, Jenna. That's actually very nice. Hold your ult until he's low because it does execute damage. I need to herald something here. Use this for an extra dash. Snipe out the minion wave. And I'm gonna herald not this turret, but afterwards. I obviously is... This Zillion is like... I mean, I already knew Jax was topside, so don't get me wrong. What do you mean, man? I already knew it was topside, but... Yeah, this Zillion is fucking trolling. Just finish the turret. Yeah. They needed to auto attack it. Janna needed to auto attack it more. Not even necessarily Jin, just Janna. Alright, it's fine. I would have loved to finish that turret. That could have been very nice, but that's just down to Janna not auto attacking. Obviously, I cannot walk up to auto attack that. That was never going to happen. It's all ranged champions in that position. The information Zillion is providing is information I already know, so it doesn't even matter. It's obviously toxic from him to do that, but I already knew this information. Or like, I was like 90% sure of the fact that Jax was just chilling in my top side somewhere. Like, it was so obvious. Like, he's been playing like that all game. Yeah, let's just get this done. Take the reset, take the Trinity Force, while I still have the Baron recall for a split second. And then afterwards here, we're gonna go for the scaling item. Let's do this. Crit's gonna provide me some damage. The best armor penetration item you can build on Viego is Lord Dominic's, because it gives more armor penetration, 40%, plus it gives critical strike chance. And as I said earlier, crit chance is a damage for Viego. So this thing is pure damage, which is a little bit risky perhaps, but in a position where you're doing fine or you're confident, you can just go for this one. This is like the armor penetration item I'd recommend the most. Why do you not go for that? You literally have your invisibility too. Right. Just clear the ward, it's fine. Yo, where the is my team? Where is my Akali? She is just sleeping, man. Okay. I see. Fair enough. I have no mid laner. Or top laner, I suppose. She was mid, so. But, like, I don't know. Okay, fine. I'll just leave it. I'm not going to over-aggress because my Akali wasn't moving an inch. So I cannot really do anything there. We're just going to go for top side, take this, and take my red buff and everything, and just kind of get some CS in there. I just need to chill. And then Akali goes for things, obviously. Gonna give my team red buff at this point. I will not be able to reach that fight anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do red into a gank on top lane.
There is no salvation for the dark is me.
He doesn't have any mana, so this should be very free. Even with this, he just doesn't have the mana to do anything here. And ult at the end to execute. Please just hit your skill shots, Lux. Thank you. I can't over-aggress here. Nah, just leave, it's fine. All to Drake, please. 5-man that. Soul. There we go. Just hope they 5-man the Drake Soul here. Buy this, sprint out of base. Do not have enough money for this, that's fine. Jin's recall time is late, which is unfortunate. I have no real need to finish any of my camps. I'm just gonna speed run for the scuttle here. If I was close to a level, I'd finish one of my camps still, but I don't have to do that, so, you know. It's a good kill. I mean, there have been better situations, Akali. Akali. Just chill on the dragon, it's fine. Stop hitting the dragon, you monsters! Jesus, man. Dude, it's like... Okay. I'm really not happy with the fact that Akali just, like, completely suicided for things. That's a kill. Dodge into this. Stun the guy. I have the smite, so there's nothing he can do. Go after him. Stun him here. Finish him off. Perfect. It needs to be patience on Viego. You have to have patience on Viego. That was pretty close, I will admit. That was very close. If you don't have patience on Viego, like, you cannot be the one going in first. You cannot be. Viego is not a champion that does that well. You need to wait for an opening, like the Jax rated for us. And that's good. If my team stopped hitting Dragon, that would have been great. But they kept hitting Dragon like absolute monsters, so that was a bit scary. But yeah, we ended up being fine, so it's fine. Alright, that's Drake's all done. Perfect. And it looks like they just FF'd it straight up. Alright, cool. 2300 damage on Kraken Slayer. 500 here. And yeah, last two items would have been Death's Dance and Maw of Malmortius most likely. But maybe I would have gone Wit's End as well for the Tenacity if I required it potentially against the Nasus. But yeah, something like that would have finished off the build. But with that being said, that was it for Viego. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like button below. It helps with quite a bit. And I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 20.5k damage, which is a decent amount. Akali has 25.5k. A large amount of this just doesn't matter because all she did was just hit Nasus consistently in lane, which gives her a lot of free damage to Nasus. And she kind of just suicide bombed in teamfights, which is just one of those where it's like, oh, I can do as much AoE damage as possible. So let's just suicide forward and achieve nothing, basically, which is what she did, because she was 1-4-0. So as you can see, like, the damage done is just non-existent to anything that's relevant ever. It's just hitting something consistently in lane that gets you free damage output, and that's why she is up here. Lux is doing very well here, just very good AoE damage in general she was able to put out, and my damage is solid. I don't have a meat shield to hit in lane like this Akali does, obviously, otherwise my damage would be through the roof, but all the damage I need, really. True damage, 460. Objective damage at 35.5k. Mostly in this game, the dragon control is kind of the one I went for, obviously. Jax wanted topside control, and I just made sure that he got punished for that. Took the dragons, punished their bot lane, and he could have all my topside camps as much as he wants, really. Healing done at 17.8. Damage taken at 25.2, which is the most here. Again here, damage taken from this guy, 21.4, is very bad damage taken because he did basically nothing. 1-4-0, he suicides into any given teamfight situation, and, you know, you'll get a lot of damage taken that way, obviously. Self-mitigated at another 20k here. Gold earned at 11.2, which is by far the most. And then for the runes, press the attack, dealt 1800 damage, which is very, very nice. As I said, press the attack with Kraken Slayer, and if you're going to go for Blade of the Rune King as your first item, then you're simply going to go for Conqueror instead. Triumph for the 1k HP restored, bit of additional gold. Haste is the one I want the most here. The ability haste is just the best stat out of the three you can get there. A last stand for 251 extra damage. I take this one because of the more damage in closer fights, early game situations. If you can inch them out by like 10 HP, 20 HP, as a bruiser champ like Viego, I want this one. However, you can also take Cut Down or Coup de Grace. Either one works. Cut Down is more damage against the higher HP units, and obviously Coup de Grace is better against low HP. Now on Viego, if I'm gonna pick between the other two, I most likely would go for Cut Down, and the reason I would go for Cut Down is because Viego has built-in execute damage in the Kraken Slayer as well as Viego ult, so both of those do more damage on lower HP. So you're already gonna have pretty good low HP damage, and if you can up your high HP damage by taking Cut Down, then, you know, that can close the bridge a bit, put him lower faster, get him to execute a bit faster. Obviously, Viego still has the max HP base damage in his passive / Blade of the Rune King if you're building it. But that's up to you if you want either of the other ones. I probably would pick Cut Down. And then just Magical Footwear and Cosmic Insight as a basic setup. Lost items, as I said, Death's Dance, Maw usually, but can vary into potentially Sterax if I need the tenacity and the survivability from that, or Wit's End. You know, those types of items are all pretty solid as well. I wouldn't really go anything super defensive though, like extremely tank. I don't really want to build that on Viego. I like to build quite a bit of damage and just wait for good openings. As you saw on that Dragon team fight, I made sure to play back, not go in first, and wait for an opening to be able to create the position of resets with Viego passive or with Viego's ult, and then win fights like that. That's how Viego should be played. And yeah. With all that being said, though, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like button below, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.